Hello, and welcome back to Wonderland Asylum. We're back with issue 104 of the Hachette Partworks release of Titanic, the ship, the legend. So, what's in the magazine for issue 104? We have an article on the Arabic, affordable comfort, and that was her pictured in 1905. She wasn't the biggest or the fastest, she was still a popular ship with passengers crossing the Atlantic. That is the captain of the Arabic, and there we have another picture of her there. You can see all White Star ships' bridge kind of has that sweeping effect to it, which just really is nice. And yeah, there is a picture of the Arabic being struck by a German torpedo. Ugh. Circa 1920, apparently. That was when the picture was published. We then have an article on German U-boats, Terror of the Seas. I'm building one, if you check out my other playlist. Yep, a UC-1 type U-boat from 1915, a class of coastal submarine that was specifically equipped for mine laying. Yeah, it looks similar to the one that featured in The Land That Time Forgot, which was what started my kind of enthusiasm in ships, really. And there we go, there's a German poster, 1917, urging the civilian population to donate money for the construction of U-boats. Lethal, yet indispensable weapons in naval battles. Absolutely they were. And again, that brings us on to the instructions, few though they are. As I say, it's been a quick month in terms of stuff to do, but it's been an impactful and important month in terms of what we've actually done. So yeah, let's have a look and see what's in today's box. A far more sensible sized box, I may add. Okay, so in today's box, again, I don't think we have very much. We have the PCB, printed circuit board, which incidentally has a USB port on it. Indeed. We have some JP, some Jurassic Park screws, and we have the battery box, which also seems to house the control board. And if you look there, it says USB-C, and then the switch has an option for battery off or USB-C. So this looks to me like it's a bit of a kind of bit of credit for Hachette there, because it looks like they're going to give you the option to either power it with 6 AA batteries or by using a USB-C charger, which of course most modern phones use. So that'll be handy rather than burning through batteries at a superb rate. And also the fact that it has an off function, which Bismarck doesn't, nor does the Terminator, I believe, and I think the U-boat is going to be the same. So yeah, massive kudos to Hachette for that. That's a big improvement, and yeah, one I'm very chuffed about. So what are we doing? Well, we're taking the box and we're going to turn it upside down. We have the plug there, which is labelled A for alpha, so that'll, I'm assuming, go into port A. We also have port B, port C and port D. Now, I think it's C and D we already have that came previously. And those wires obviously will route up through the bottom of the stand. They came through the channel last time. Now what we're going to do is line the switch up with this hole and the USB plug up with this hole. So it will only fit correctly one way. Oh, it fits nice and snug. And then there are 2 screw holes there and there, and we're going to attach that with the JP screws. Now hopefully they'll go in more easily than those big bolts that we were using last time, because they were tight, really tight. I may have commented once or twice that they were tight. Did I mention those bolts were a bit tight? So that'll screw in there. Now it's more important than ever that you just screw it in until it's tight. You do not want to crack the PCB, because although you can see wire traces that are easily visible are not all that you can see. Most printed circuit boards have layers, and if you crack the board, you risk damaging the layer below, and that would not be good. You're going to have a bad time if you do that. I've never had to ask Hachette for replacement parts, but I can't imagine they'd be too delighted at having to replace the PCB, because I know for a fact with the Millennium Falcon, this thing here is the brains of Titanic. This is what's going to control everything. So if you damage that, I know issue 57 of the Millennium Falcon is the one that comes with a PCB, and that's the one that caused loads of problems, because people were either damaging or they were arriving damaged and they were having to replace them, and they ran out. Basically, when I started building it through Model Space, they came to issue 57 and couldn't supply me with it. So that resulted in, quite a long wait for me to actually be able to finish. But anyway, what I'm going to do, just because that was so short, is bring the stand over. Now I'm assuming it's going to go on with the switches to the back. These wires are going to plug into the circuit board, and it's going to sit, as I say, I think, could be wrong, nah, there we go, it sits perfectly into those 4 holes. So we're going to have the nameplate over there, that's your battery box there with the control switches on the back, and your power supply. So yeah, fantastic. Not much to do, but again, massively important. Of course, no end of the month is complete without me showing you what she looks like. Now I decided to put her on the stand because it's sturdy enough to hold her, but look at that. That gives you an idea of what she's going to eventually look like when she's on display. Fits perfectly in with my unit as well. Looks absolutely amazing. I'm just chuffed to bits. She is absolutely splendid. So, that's us for issue 104, and that's us for the month. Whew, that was good. Like, again, not much to do, but it's massively, massively important what we did do. And what's coming in issue 105? The speaker, which I'm assuming will be wire B, some screws, and a cover for the battery box. So, looking at those screws there, I suspect we're going to fix the battery box to this stand in the next issue, and then issue number 106 has the nameplate. So, yeah, sounds good. Aye, all good. So this is how she's looking. So as I say, I think the nameplate's going to screw into these 3 holes there, and it will sit in front of this box, and then round the back you have the plug and the switch. So yeah, that, I think that's actually a really cool stand. I really like it. It's plain, but it's effective. So yeah, amazing. Any feedback, comments, criticisms, please drop them below. Do leave me a like, because it does help out massively, and consider subscribing to see the rest of Titanic, the U-96 U-boat, Lancaster bomber, and there may be something new on its way as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, peace out, everyone.